Okay, let me just adjust myself and sort myself out. I know nobody's here, but it's fine. I was hoping to get on to Mark Terry's panel. I couldn't get his attention. Because I just wanted to do a quick, just talk about a couple of things that have been bothering me. I didn't really need to have my own um stream. I could have just, said what I needed to say on Mark's, but I don't think Mark was paying any attention. By the way, do you know that I used to have a pug? His name was Plato, and he was the cutest thing in the world, but he was too much work for me, and I was very stressed. Very stressed with having a pug, and I'll tell you why. I bought him from like a pet store years ago in New Jersey. I don't even think I was 17 at the time. And he was just so ugly, ugly, cute kind of thing. And I bought him. He was like $500. And we're going back in the 80s here. I didn't have any provisions. I didn't know anything about dogs. It was just a random thing. It just was a spur of the moment. Hey, he's ugly and cute at the same time. I'm going to buy him. Well, I had no idea that this dog had all these respiratory issues, and I had to buy him his own air condition. And the worst part about owning this dog for the short amount of time I owned him was I was giving him people food, big chunks of cheese. I was cooking him steak. I couldn't even imagine. It was like it was like not owning, but it was like having my own child. I couldn't imagine giving this dog food. Well, there was my biggest mistake right there. Then I started having accidents. Walking the dog. You're at work all day, and then you come home, you gotta walk the dog. Okay, well, at the time I lived in New York, wasn't the safest place to be walking a dog as a woman alone. And I had multiple accidents, which I literally have scars on my body from because of this dog at night. I'm not a night person. Anyway, he also bit me. He was just playing, but he also bit me in the nose, and like I have a scar from that too. I'm not traumatized, but at the end of the day, he did spend his whole life on the Connecticut Sound in Milford, Connecticut, with another dog, and they had the best life ever until he died. So I'm glad that I was able to find him. Anyway, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I started off by saying I was hoping to get onto Mark's panel, but I don't think Mark was paying any attention to me. Hey, Clarence, good to see you. Charlotte, my love. I've been very depressed, but I've had a few drinks, so I'm now feeling better. Now, Trisha, I gotta say something. I've been thinking about you for a long time. I don't know if anybody knows Trisha or follows her on Twitter. I gotta say something. I have been incredibly depressed for the past 2 months. And I have really not paid much attention to any social media other than me fighting with assholes on, in my live streams when I was in Florida. But I gotta tell you something about this woman. Trisha has been through something in her life that is so devastating that possibly nobody in this chat could ever imagine going through. So I've been thinking about her and saying to myself, what the fuck is wrong with me? I have no reason to be depressed. This is a woman that wakes up every day and she thinks of something incredibly funny and positive to say on a daily basis, and not just once, multiple times. And so I've been thinking about her a lot and saying to myself, she is a very good example of snap out of it, cut the crap. What's important in life right now? Think about what's important. Think about the things that used to make you happy. Because if this woman can get up every single day and find something positive and something to look forward to after what she has been through, that is my role model right there. I mean, this is a woman that has been through something that nobody could ever imagine going through. I'm not going to say it because I don't know, I don't know who knows. That is the absolute worst nightmare of your life. And this is a woman that has kept me from literally jumping in the river because I was reading her tweets, and even though I didn't respond to any of them because I was really not supposed to be on social media because I wasn't really paying a great deal of attention, but I was reading hers. I was like, this is such a good example It is such a good example for the losers like me who are depressed over stupid shit to remember what's important in life. I mean, really, if she can do it, anybody can. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mark. I was trying to get up in your panel to talk to. Hey, Skeeter's here. Skeeter's gonna be famous. Skeeter just said it was his birthday. And it's so amazing because Skeeter's only in his 30s. I have to keep remembering because he has an old soul, if that makes any sense to anybody. He has an old soul, and I think the reason he has an old soul is because at a very young age, he had to be basically the man of the house. And this is a man who has 5 kids. Remember that. He's an awesome dad. His kids adore him. And I keep forgetting that this old soul is only in his 30s. And only in your 30s. That's not the real Lolly. Did I miss it? Did somebody block it and I didn't get oh here we go. Refrain from using my name or John's in the future or there will be you can I've no problem with any legal because at the end of the day you are on a platform where people are allowed to speak about you. Hence the reason there are comment sections in videos. Right. So I can talk about you, perfectly legal. But I would be careful because he gives out a lot of information about you, Lolly, especially the fact that you've killed your husband. He totally believes that. So I'm just going to say, so all I'm going to say, hang on one second because I don't know if I can text. Hold on, let me just text my daughter because she's just calling me. I'm at this stage of my life of old age where I can't work 3 devices at one time. Is it just me? You see, the problem is I'm on my phone. And when I'm streaming on my phone, if I leave the screen to make a text, then I throw myself out. Well, I don't know. Hi, Magda. Good to see you. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying much attention. I just started smoking a little bit of weed to take the edge off. Like I said, I have been very depressed, and it really surprises me because I don't know why. I mean, I had a little traumatic experience with the family, but it's nothing new. I'm 56. It's not like anything I didn't know before. But I just left Florida, and I left Florida just very, very depressed. But if it wasn't for Trisha, I probably wouldn't have come back. She keeps me going. She thinks I'm kidding, but I'm serious. If anyone wants to follow her, I mean, if you're feeling like shit and you can laugh at the stuff she says, and some of the stuff is so lovely and so like the heavens are open. But then some is just common sense. You know what I mean? Like she's on a good path. I think it's amazing when you've come to a point in your life where you don't feel like you can get back up again, and then someone throws you a lifeline or whatever you call it. You know, I'm just rambling. Okay, never mind. Uh-oh, the gargoyle. The gargoyle. Ken died after Camillo and Lolly phone boned on Anderson Henderson's lot. Did they really? Really? Why? Come on. Wait. Always handling the BS with wait, really? No, I'm not. You know what? Come on. I got a very disturbing 2 messages from Bergs. Now, I know people think I'm a real hard ass and I'm real cold and I don't care when people die. Listen, I work with people who are dying every single day. The disappointing part is I'm admissions. So I admit them. They're coming to die. And it never gets old. I never get used to it. I'm not numb to it. Not yet. And it is very sad that Jill has died. But you have to also remember that Jill wasn't particularly ever nice to me. Ever. As a matter of fact, she took grand offense at the fact that I actually still had my period because she kept saying I was lying. And we're going 5 years now. And like, nobody wants to have their period, and nobody wants to brag that they're 56 and still have their period. And can I just say, I have my period right now. This is called perimenopause. My period hasn't stopped for the past 2 months. And I don't need another woman in my life telling me I'm lying, because it hasn't been the best experience in my life. I don't know about other women, but it sucks having a period. At the end of the day, Bergs contacts me and says Jill has died. Okay, I don't know why he contacts me. He hates me. I don't know. I called this protective services on him only because I was concerned about his elderly parents who made an appearance in one of his late night videos. We all remember what she said. At the end of the day, I said to him, Jill wasn't particularly nice to me. Well, he went apeshit and started calling me every name in the book, including my absolute favorite word, the CUN Tuesday. And then just to throw a little jab at him, I said, by the way, I have my period. Because he's another one that used to make fun of me. And I don't mind being made fun of. I love it. Actually, it makes me laugh. My daughters make fun of me the best. But the fact is, I have been going through something really horrible for the past few years. And it's with a lot of women, with most women who have to go through this. I feel bad because I didn't know it was going to be this bad. I didn't expect it to be this bad. I didn't expect to be bleeding to death every single day of my life for the past 2 years. Who knew that was going to happen? I didn't know. We don't think about that when we're younger. We're not paying any attention to what's going to happen next. We just carry on with our lives. And then something happens. Okay, so Jill always had a problem with me. I'm not saying anything bad about Jill, but she wasn't the angel everybody keeps saying. I don't understand. When I die, I hope you guys roast the shit out of me. She wasn't an angel. We all supposed to pretend she was this wonderful person. Come on, guys. Jill gave up on Jill a long time ago. And I remember meeting Jill and feeling so sad for her because we're going back 5 years because she gave up on herself. Because her self-worth and her self-esteem had become so low that she was able to cope with Berg's abuse. That's pretty low, I think. That's pretty low. She gave up on herself. She totally I can understand if that happens for short term. But when this amount of time goes by, what was expected of her? She was basically waiting to die. She wasn't working. She was overweight. She was an alcoholic. She had all sorts of problems. I'm not saying she was a bad person. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying the facts. Okay, yeah, you know what, Bunny? I gotta agree with that one. I got. Oh God, I'm burning in hell. At least my friends will be there. No, I have to agree. Hey, Steve. Hey, Mojo Jojo. Sorry, I'm just so bothered by his, and that's probably part of the perimenopause too, because I'll have like low tolerance and feeling a bit bitchy. Trisha says, I think, and this is only my thoughts, based on what I know of Jill, she took what he gave her as a self-punishment. Oh, this is why I love this girl, Trisha. This is why, like, she's so intuitive. She knows everything. She knows people. She knows loss. She knows comfort. You gotta follow her. I'm not kidding. You gotta follow her. You know, when I get depressed, I ghost people, and people are aware of it. And I have been very depressed, and I have ghosted everybody, including Max. Imagine that. It's not that I want to, it's just that I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to go through it. But I gotta tell you, Trisha's the only one that got me out of this, because if I didn't see Trisha's tweets, I probably wouldn't have been live right now. But she got me out of this. She got me out of this. She can do it. We can all do it. This is a tough broad. 5 husbands. Oh my God. I gotta catch up with you, Trisha. I've only had 3 husbands. 2 of them are dead. But at this point, at my age, if I marry another husband, you know he's going to die within a few years. I mean, it's going to be a running theme. It's Dave 25. You need to do an updated video, Dave 25. I have to get my best hat out for that. Do I have any thoughts on Rich Life Road Trip? I think he's a sexual predator. Most men are predators because they're always thinking about sex and where they're going to get it next. But he takes it a little too far with the underage crap. So I gotta say he is a sexual predator and not in a normal way. But as for Jill was nice enough. It's just that her and I never connected. I mean, she did actually literally apologize to me, I think about a month ago when I posted proof that I still had my period. I don't know if anyone checked out my community page, because you know you got to have receipts in this. I'm 56. Nobody would ever believe I have my period, and I have to. And I do take progesterone. Progesterone, something I can never ever pronounce, sober or not. Send me by my bee. And she's a funny one too. There's another one you got to follow. She is a quiet troublemaker, but you don't know that. You don't know that because of the honey. Okay, so Jill gave up on herself. Let's get back to Jill. God love her. I hope she's happy. She gave up on herself. She literally committed suicide, if you think about it. I'm in my 50s. We all know that. I've said it before. There you go. My mother had hers until she was 60, so I got something to look forward to. 4 more years of this hell. Jill gave up on herself, which means she gave up on her sons. She gave up on getting well. She gave up on taking care of herself. Now, me, my age, my health is not good, and all I think about is my health, taking care of myself, making sure I go to the doctor when something doesn't feel right. I can't imagine being a 50-something-year-old woman being sick for as long as she is sick and not go to the doctors, because she has free insurance, I'm sure, because of her situation. And even if she did, who the fuck cares? I'd rather be in debt my whole life and be alive. I mean, come on, this is all we have is our life. This is it. This is it. We don't know the next phase. We can assume the next phase. Okay. Jill gave up. She gave up on so many levels. She gave up on herself very early on. And she decided cigarettes, the booze, the staying up all night. You know, I don't know what she was eating. She was a heavy set woman. Quite big, actually. And I think heavy set is being too nice. Still attractive regardless of her age. She was still very pretty. And she had a lovely side to her that was very sweet and very caring and very loyal. I wish I knew those sides, but I've seen them. You know, I've seen them on panels and things like that. But she never cared for me. She was very angry that I called social workers on Bro, so she never forgave me for that. So it's hard for me to come on and say, you know, blow smoke up everybody's, you know, you my point. Like, when he contacted me, I don't know why he contacted me. Why is he contacting me to tell me that Jill died? What I wouldn't have known? Or what I wouldn't have cared? That's what he said, I didn't care. Right, exactly. Emile? Emile? I don't know how to pronounce it. Throw me a rope. Tell me how to pronounce it. She did, because if she, you see, I will do anything to stay alive for my girls. My girls need me. My family need me. My dad needs me. So if I'm sick, I'm going to the doctors. I'm not fucking around with my health at my age. I'm not fucking around. You know? No way. So I don't understand why Jill didn't go to the doctor, because she didn't care. She didn't care enough for herself. You know? She didn't do it for her sons. Well, she didn't do it for Bergs. And I'm offended that Bergs would even contact me to say anything about Jill, because I have witnessed some appalling abuse by him towards Jill. Absolutely horrible. All her secrets and private moments that she shared with him, he told everybody. You know what? It's a very personal thing when a woman has an abortion. I don't care what anybody says. It's a very, very personal, and it's a very difficult decision for any woman to make. And for Bergs, I don't know. I can't imagine why it would be fake. But I did notice that there was a GoFund, and that seemed a bit odd. Why did they need a GoFund? She had parents. Her parents will cremate her. It's like $500-$600 to cremate. You don't need, like, I never understood that. I don't know. Are you clout, are you? Yes, Dave, we need to do a new, we definitely need to do an intro. Remember we did the intro on my birthday a couple of years back? Was a little bit stoned and quite drunk. I'm sure I can look better now. All right, so this is the thing. Everybody is like idolize. You know, we start. What's the word? Oh gosh, I hate when this happens. You know, somebody dies and you can't say a negative word about because they're dead. That's just total. To me, I think that's total BS. People hate me, and I get it. And if I die, and the people who hate me won't be able to express themselves, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I have enemies. I don't like people, Say what you feel, right, Mojo Jojo? You got it. Say what you feel. I mean, that's going to be, and I could be next. I literally could be next. I could be the next to die. I got like one decent kidney. I got a heart monitor implanted. I mean, I could die at any moment. I could die tonight. Yeah, I would. Now that I'm better, I'm definitely gonna put the camera on. Maybe not right now, but I want people to roast the shit out of me when I die. I mean, I'm no angel. I'm not lighting up rooms. I don't light up rooms. You know what I mean? Like, I'm abrasive. I'm passive aggressive. There's a lot of negativity towards, a lot of negative sides about me. I don't think there's anything wrong with being passive aggressive. I'm starting to believe that it's not a bad thing. It could be worse. I could be just aggressive. Passive just means you ease it in. You're a little bit more on the manipulative side of the aggression. I don't know. All I know is his message to me really rubbed me up the wrong way, because he also decided he was going to follow me on Twitter. Makes no sense. Then he says he's going to sue me for making a false. Now remember, I didn't call social workers. I sent them an email from my work email. So it wasn't just some idiot random person on the street. It was somebody that deals with elderly people. So I would consider myself to be a mandated reporter only because of, where I work, and that I did send it on a professional capacity through my work. So there's no secret. And I did mention that you can tell the person who made the complaint. I didn't keep it a secret. I told everybody that I had done it. I don't do things out of spite or out of anger. Right, Steve? I'm a shit too. I'm a piece of shit just like everybody else on here. I mean, come on. We all do strive to be better, but we're never going to be perfect. God didn't make us perfect. We're always going to be assholes. You got something to say? Come up on the stream. Come and tell me, Burrs, because you're horrible. You're horrible. What you did to, you got some nerve. You got really some nerve to act all sad after the way you treated her. We've seen for 5 years how you treated her. Couldn't you talk to a woman you love the way you did? Calling her the C word every opportunity you had. That's you. That's what you did. I don't know. Why do they call him 55? Does anybody even know that? Like, what is 55? He's not 55. You know what the best part about me killing my husband's Bergs is? I got away with it. Okay? There you go. Don't forget to use that in your dialogue, Mr. Billings. After I pass. I could be next. Although I know there is money on MSW, Lisa Lin, and Bergs. Yes. That's right, Bergs. You were one of them. People have money on the fact that you're going to be the next to go. Now, why does the gargoyle have the most beautiful picture of Lindy? There's such a beautiful picture of her. Why do you have that if you're not Lindy? No, he was definitely not born in 55 because he's not even 50, is he? Is he like 49? I don't know. I think I thought it was Leah Sugar Britches wishes to Juniper. I would care if you passed away. Of course. I mean, it's sad that Jill has died. I think it's what makes it sadder is because, like I said earlier, she had given up. And I remember having a conversation with her. And Holly was there, and the three of us were fighting, bickering on Penthouse. Like, you need to love yourself, Jill. This is going back when I first met her 5 years ago. I was so appalled that she would keep going back to that awful man. I was like, something. Remember, like, I'm not. Real life is very different than YouTube life. Like, I could never imagine knowing anybody called Bergs who behaves that way, or having any friendships with people who talk like that. So, this is so unique and so interesting and so new. That in the beginning with Jill, I didn't like her at all because I just kept calling her weak. And why would you do that to yourself? You're so much better than that. This dirtbag is calling you those names, and I didn't understand it. I wasn't really ready or prepared to understand why. I didn't realize until later. It was because of whatever happened in her life. It could have been childhood trauma for all we know. Whatever happened to her in her life, she didn't feel worthy. She didn't feel worthy. Because if she did, she wouldn't have wasted a breath on that fat slob out there in Seattle or wherever he lives. You know? But what was the result going to be? Was Jill going to change? No. Jill was so long in this alcoholic situation with Burke. She wasn't going to change. Right. People tried hard to get to the... Yes, from day one, right? Who are you? You seem like you've been here since day one. You seem like an OG that you know what's going on. Right? And we're going back years now. Again, because I had never known anybody with such low self-esteem, I didn't really respond well to it. That's why I think we didn't start off on the right foot with Shell. Because I was like, you're crazy. I don't want anything to do with that. Anyone... He's gone? Who? Mark? Oh, Mark will find another place. Don't worry. Ooh, excuse me. It is sad. But I don't want to hear anything from Bergs. Knowing that the 5 or 6 years that they'd been together, that he has done nothing but belittle her, put her down, degrade her, make her feel like nothing, make her feel hopeless and helpless. That's not love. That's not love. I have no sympathy for him. None. I don't feel bad for him. I have never seen him be kind to her, ever. He's another person that doesn't serve any purpose on this planet. What does he do? He doesn't work. He does nothing. He has no purpose in this life. Oh, God, yeah. Right, exactly. Who outs their woman most tender? That's exactly. You see? Spoken better than me. There you go. There's an educated person right there. Not an idiot like me. I always remember saying to my friends years ago, I was like, I'm not really smart and I don't understand how I'm even employed. I swear to God, I used to say that all the time. Talk about low self-esteem. I never particularly thought I was very intelligent, book smart, that sort of thing, because I wasn't very good at all at school. Anyway, I'm a director and I'm thinking to myself, how the hell did I even get here? I mean, ask Magda. Magda is highly educated. And everything I send her is like, it sounds like a third grader wrote it. I swear to God. You have zero sympathy for Bergs. Oh, hi, Vegas Barbie. Barbie. Beautiful girl. I know. I don't either. I have no. You're right. And at first, when I heard, I swear to God, the heartstrings did flutter, and I said, oh my God, Bergs is going to be devastated. He's not going to have anyone to talk to on a daily basis. It did. It happened for a few seconds. And then I was like, fuck him. He added to her miserable life. So I was like over it. I was like, fuck that. Maggie can tell you. I spell everything. I have to have Grammarly on my computer at work. I mean, I spell everything wrong. Nothing sounds right. I read it back and I'm like, how am I? I swear to God, I don't know how I'm employed. It worries me that somebody would employ me. Okay, I'm exaggerating. I mean, I'm not smart, but I'm not the dumbest. And I always say that to everybody that knows me. I'm really not smart. Some people have that in them. I don't come from good stock. I certainly don't come. I come from crazy people. I will say that. Remember when he constantly called? Yes, that's right. This went on for a long time. It's not even that. It's just it's the relentless negativity that he put on her. And because she was so numb to it, she didn't realize how much damage that can cause. She became desensitized, is the word I'm trying to think, after having all this weird. Right? All right, hold on. All right, now, can we get back? Oh, here I am. Okay. More. Post comment. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Come on. All right. Chat. Go. I think I did it. You see, I told you I wasn't smart. Look how long it took me. I don't think that's the real one. You sent that cop cable in John's chat, I heard. I don't know what that even means, and I have never been in John's chat. Never. Not from years ago when he tried. You have nobody's ever seen me in his chat. I'm over it. I had a tantrum, Carlos, and I was done with it. That's Mr. T. That's not And I was done. I thought you were Bergs.
What?
Oh wait, hold on. I got to turn my thing off.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, I thought
it.
you were Bergs.
Oh no. I did want to ask you a question about Bergs though. Do you think he's taking it? Do you think he's taking advantage of Jill's passing for his benefit?
No, I think he's completely heartbroken, devastated. Remember, he was used to speaking to her multiple times a day for years.
Right. Yeah, I think he's hurt too.
No, I understand that he is absolutely devastated, but I can't feel bad for him right now because I know what he did to her, and it's hard for me to want to feel bad for him.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I really don't know how to feel because, like Vegas Barbie said, he was asking for subs, and he said that Jill would want everybody to light him up, and they have been, It's good for him,
Oh, okay, Carl. I understand what you're saying. So, Mark, you're saying that. Yeah, of course, because he's always been like that since day one. But so are you. I mean, let's not mince words. You're the same way. You take any advantage because you guys are. And there's nothing wrong with being an opportunist. People think, oh, it's so awful. Listen, when you're working hard and you need money, you're going to do anything you can. You're going to work hard to get the money. I don't hold that against him, but I do believe he's very heartbroken.
Right. Well, I do too.
And I think he would rather not be collecting money and be able to speak to Jill on the phone. Of course, he's disgusting. It's hard for me to have any sympathy or say anything nice about him. I totally agree, Vegas Barbie. I see how he treats his parents. That's the reason I called I've seen that. We physically saw the clip. So.
Well, I feel bad for him. I mean, I do because, they were so close and everything like that. But I just wondered your thoughts on it. So you don't think he's taking advantage of people then?
Well, now that Carl the Cucks mentioned it. But that's... Excuse me, sorry, I'm smoking a little weed from the pipe. Sorry. But that's what Bergs does. That's his whole thing. Fupa, am I wrong? Mark does it too. Mark will take any advantage of making money. We all do. I work long hours to take advantage of anyone taking off a shift so I can have their shift. I'm an opportunist too. It's not a bad thing to be an opportunist. But I believe he is very heartbroken. So it's not like he's doing it because, you know what I mean? Like he's not heartbroken. You get my point?
Yeah. I guess Carl the Cuck's got me blocked because I can't see him in side chat.
Well, Carl the Cuck has just said he told everyone that Jill would want him to get lit up and told everyone to donate in Jill's name. And to be honest, he's right. Come on. Jill would want that. which is so sad that Jill would want anything good to happen to that horrible guy.
I don't know about that.
Well, just an opinion.
This drug deal going on at Mark Terry's house.
My nephew's 250 something.
Are we going to need a wellness check?
In that other apartment when open up.
Damn, I thought I had a high. 113 is pretty high. You know what?
What's going on? I hear a woman's voice.
It's just this shorty screaming over here. She's cleaning up some. So what else been going on with you, Whitty? I hadn't saw you in a while.
I know I've been really depressed. I'm coming out of it though.
Well, I hope so. I want us to do some streams together in the future, and I'll use StreamYards. I know you don't like that Zoom.
I do like Zoom, but this is the problem when I have it Zoom. If I use Zoom, I usually use it on my computer, which I use for work. My fear is because I'm not familiar with the Zoom in any respect of YouTube, I feel like nervous that somehow You know what I mean? Like, it's hooked up to my work, and I don't know. I'm not very technical, so I'm not really sure how that would interlink.
Right. So you want to use StreamYards because you're comfortable. I understand.
Until somebody can explain how Zoom works, because I've seen all these awful TikToks where people on Zoom and they've got busted out talking about or talking to the wrong. Oh, I can't. That makes me nervous, you know? Oh, he's not alone. He sounded like he had a young lady there.
So
Oh, the
you
beach.
said that you and Jill weren't close. Do you have any regrets?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said you said earlier that you and Jill weren't close. Do you have any regrets?
No, I could never imagine being friends with a woman that's that weak, who has such bad self-loathing. That no, I would have nothing in common with a woman like that.
I get that.
And she knew that. That's why we were never friends. I would, if I had two sons, like she has two sons, I would do anything I can for my sons, and that would mean take care of myself, stay alive, don't be addicted. I mean, it disappoints me because I've had a brother and a sister who were both addicts, so it's left a lot of resentment.
Right.
And I don't know if it was the cigarettes or a combination of the cigarettes or the booze, but she died exactly like Mary did, in the same manner. It just was all too much for a body. The alcohol, the
Well,
cigarettes.
it makes you wonder if she would have lived if she would have went and got some medical care like most people would.
Of course she would have lived. I'm 100% lutely. I mean, of course we'll never know, but I'm sure, just like Mary, if she had gone to the doctor, because first of all, wasn't she just hitting 50? After 40, you have to really keep an eye on everything. Remember when we were kids, Mark? You're in your 50s. Remember when you were kids and everybody was dropping dead of heart attacks? They went out for a jog and they dropped dead. They were only in their 40s.
Yep.
It's something you always saw on TV, you always knew about. After 40, you gotta keep an eye on everything. Anything. And for a girl to absolutely refuse to go to the doctor, it doesn't make sense to me. It wasn't a matter of money, because according to Berg, she was already on whatever benefit she was on for free. Mary went to the doctor. She just went to a random doctor. She didn't go to a cardiologist. Nobody was counseling her for quitting drinking and quitting smoking. Remember, going cold turkey is probably what killed her. It probably, because she had nothing to defend, to fight off the COVID symptoms she was having. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about because I've already had weed, so I'm talking out of my complete asshole. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I just, you hear stories and you come to some sort of conclusion that, I'm sorry. I'm having a bad night.
No, I know what you mean exactly. I feel like she would have lived too. And and which I'm not judging Birds at all because everybody's different. But if that had been my girlfriend, I would have called 911 for her. I would have.
Well, that's exactly what happened. Hi, Jessica Jennifer, the girl with two names. Every time I see her, that's what I think. The girl with two names. He did. He had his mother. You didn't hear the story?
Haven't heard it.
Okay, well, Berg suffers from some very severe anxiety, which, he had to get his mom to call the police department to go and check on her. And they found her deceased.
Yeah, but he said that she was sick for like 2 weeks before. Why?
No, she was sick for longer than that. She sounded like she had a cold, but she was an anti-vaxxer, and she wouldn't take a COVID test. Now, Remember, she's a smoker and a drinker. Add COVID on top of that. And she's overweight. She's medically obese. Okay, so you see my point? She never cared enough for herself to take care of herself. She just gave up, which is the saddest part about this. She gave up years ago. Don't let that happen to you, Mark. You can overcome all of this. All of it. You can start again at your age. There are plenty of people in their 50s starting all over. Don't give up. Jill's sons were standing in front of Burgers David, and I thank you, Fupa. Thank you. I absolutely agree. But I also find that there obviously wasn't the best relationship between Jill and her family, because why was it Bergs that did the wellness check? Like, why didn't her family? So I don't know what's going on there. If it wasn't for Bergs, they would have not known she had been deceased. And she couldn't have been deceased very long. I'm sure they are about to find out, because the trolls have already said they are sending them the videos. Oh, yeah. Good. Good. She was saying that she thought it was only about... Exactly. Of course. Again, you see, for a woman who is in her 40s or possibly 50s. Did she turn 50? She's a bit older than Bergs. That's insane. It's like, I'm 56. If I got sick and feel different, I'm going right to the doctor, because when I was in Florida, I was totally fine. My mom had COVID, and then I got it. And yeah, I was scared because, I only got one good kidney, a heart monitor, and I'm trapped in my van for a week by myself.
Scary, isn't it, Witty?
I'm sorry, what?
I said that's scary, isn't it?
It was problematic because I don't eat fast food. It was really hard to get fed because I couldn't go anywhere. I was in the car,
Yeah, when I was in the hospital for, I think it was nine days with the C word, and I'll tell you what, that was the sickest I've ever been in my life, and it almost killed me, Witty. So that could have been what's wrong, or it could have been that she had some pneumonia settling in. It could have been a heart attack. It could have been anything. We won't know.
It absolutely could have been absolutely anything. There's no way of knowing.
I just think it's sad that she died at home alone,
Oh, thank you, Rich Life gave up the ghost. Exactly. Jill dies, all of a sudden Berg's, but all of a sudden Jill's a saint. Now remember, Jill didn't like me. Remember the reason why? Because of the CPS. It's Adult Protective Services. Because she didn't like me for that. So she decided to go on to Chucky. Remember Chucky from the Black Sector? The one that was summoned to drag me down my street by my hair.
I don't know.
He goes over on his stream. Do you remember him, Mark?
No, I don't know him.
She goes on his stream and she just bad mouths the shit out of me. Now remember, her and I don't even know each other. We don't know. I only know she has 2 sons because she recently mentioned it. But I don't know anything about her. Nothing. I don't know anything about her life. I don't know where she lived. I didn't even know what state she lived in until Berg said it. So I really didn't know anything about her. But she had a lot to say about me on this Chucky panel. Yeah, the beef sector. Remember that Jessica Jennifer, the girl with 2 names? She needs to be called Jessica Jennifer, the girl with 2 names. Yeah.
No. Well, let me ask
weird. It's like, go over there and tattle on me so these people can come and kill me. I was like, wow. She's not a girl. She was never a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl.
Have you been keeping up with Camilo and Lolly?
No, they irritate the crap out of me.
I know they do because of John sending you all them messages. He done me the same way. He was after me for a year before I
He's not
ever
right in the
answered him
head.
back on Instagram. That dude's a
He's-
stalker.
Yeah, there's something very wrong with him. Even his neighbors believe so. I'm
Well,
staying
he-
away from him because he creeps me out. This whole death of Lolly's husband is creeping me out.
Yeah, well, what they did to Jill was plumb awful.
What did
Yeah.
they do to Jill?
They stood up there and said that she wasn't dead, that nobody had no proof, and all this.
I know
and
he
all.
does that about everybody. He does that about everybody.
He's been
When I was in
dragging.
the hospital having surgery, he was praying that I die. That's what he was saying. That's how he is.
He's an evil-hearted person.
Listen, he lives in his mother's trailer, and you've seen what it looks like. Okay, that's his mother's. It's not even his. His daughter ran away from home and has never been back, and doesn't speak to him anymore.
Wow, that says a lot, don't it?
It's
you know
exactly. He's my age, and he doesn't even have his own home. And you've seen his job picking up trash. God love him if that works for him. But he's no. He's not a normal human being. Something's not right with him.
You know, he's been attacking you. He's been attacking everybody for no reason. He's just a big bully, and he's a clout chaser. If I've ever seen one, he uses other people's name and what they do and sticks his nose in their business. But I wanted to ask you, did you know his mother died not long ago?
Yeah. Well, she was already in her 90s, and she wasn't very well anyway.
Right. But did you see where he got kicked out of the hospital?
I did, yeah.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
You know what the sad part is about this? He is the equivalent of a Karen, and I'll tell you why. That wasn't a private nursing home. That was a state-run nursing home. Okay? This guy wants his mom to have a private, the facilities of a private nursing home, which would be, more staff, better services, not left in. You get my point, right? For him to even complain when he wasn't the one looking after her to begin with, in her own home, which is the home he's living in now, he really needs to shut the fuck up.
I agree.
Okay, nobody's beating his mom. And if they can't get to the mom before the mom has a shit, well, when you're short of stuff, you got to do the best you can with what you have. It's disappointing, but at the end of the day, shitting her bed is not going to kill her. Somebody will eventually clean her up and get it, but you can't be at the whim of everybody when they have to go to the bathroom when you're short of stuff and you're in a state-run facility. He wasn't working doubly hard to pay for a private nursing home, was he?
Nope.
While he's living in her home. Exactly. So where were the rest of the family members? There's a brother and a sister. Why haven't they pulled their money together to put their mother in a decent nursing home? He can't sue. He's really dumb. He can't sue a state nursing home. There has to be some very, very, very serious neglect or abuse allegations that have to have some sort of receipts,
Yeah, he's sue happy. He come through. He said he's gonna sue me.
He is sue happy, but it's very difficult to sue state run unless there's very severe abuse, because state run is it's a free for all. I did notice that, Magda, that the German lady really supports them. It just goes to show her character, doesn't it?
It does, because she goes around to every chat that she's in promoting that hateful, spiteful couple.
Because she is a racist, a total racist.
Yep.
The fact that she's not even German is just weird.
Now, what size did you say her shoes were? Weren't they like size 12 or something?
Oh my God, size 11. What size are your feet?
Mine are like 11 and a half.
Yeah, but you're like 6'20", right?
Yeah, I'm 6'8".
Okay. So she has size 11 and she's 6'5".
What?
Yeah.
Good God Almighty.
She
That
wears a
sounds
3X.
good Lord. What
Right?
a pork chop.
But that's not a lady. That's not a woman.
That sounds like a man to me.
Excuse me. Absolutely. When are we going to stop with the, let's pretend. You
It's
know?
getting old. She's been
You know what
doing
it
that.
really is? It's getting old.
Yeah. Well, next, we don't want to talk about the man, German, or whatever all day.
Lolly is 6'5". Lolly is? She didn't look that tall in her wheelchair.
Come on, Lolly's a whole catfish. Her name ain't even Lolly. Come on.
Listen, you and I know that, but I'm telling you right now, John does not. John, that's why I'm telling you, John has some sort of delayed, not education. He's got something. There's something. I don't know what it is. It's not a personality disorder, but he's real slow, and he really believes all of the stories. The Learjet, he's gonna get money. He believes it all of it. I'm not making it up. He has been corresponding with me for an entire year, and in all my responses have been the same: leave me alone, rolling my eyes, cut it out. And he has never wavered. He has always believed that she is who she says she is.
Well, if he believes that, he's got a screw loose.
That's the whole point. It's not a screw loose. He has some sort of, it could be a birth defect. He just doesn't seem he doesn't seem bright. Half-witted.
Half-wit.
Slow.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. Half-witted? I don't know what there's a... There's got to be a better word that doesn't sound so negative, but I don't know how it cannot be negative. Half-witted is what half-witted, if you Google it, right, we knew he had a half-wit issue. Okay. See, I know it sounds awful because I'm a 70s kid, but that's what we used to say when people were not quite right or not as fast, sort of slow, like Rich Life, a little slow. I think he's slow. You're right. He does go after mentally challenged people, considering he's very mentally challenged himself.
I mean, what's the psychology of that though? That doesn't make. Is it because he's mental? He wants a woman he can dominate, or what? What's the deal with that?
Who are you talking about?
Camillo. I mean, he's beyond slow. I mean,
yeah, and he's obviously, he's what do you call that? Is it called a simp? Simp?
Yeah, simp, an incel.
Yeah, he's he's literally under her thumb. Completely under her thumb.
She bought him a new van.
Did she?
Yeah.
Good.
He had to drive all the way down to Mississippi and get it. He wanted me to meet up with him in Alabama, and I wouldn't do it. I don't want to hang out with no trash like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Lolly felt sorry for him because he went out to go to work one day and he pulled the handle off of his truck. I mean, his truck or van or whatever it was. And it was about tore up on him. So I think she got him that. But
a new truck or what? Just a used truck.
It's a nice van. I think
Well,
it's used.
it's used, right?
Right.
Of course. Because a millionaire would never buy something new, right?
No.
No, of course not.
and all
Ridiculous.
and you can take that picture of hers and drop it right in Google, and it's a model. She's not even from this country. She's like Germany, and she's passed away.
Yeah, I heard that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she swears by it was her. She swears it was her. We're
Well,
all stupid. We're
your
all
chat's
dumb.
really rocking and rolling today, Whitney.
Listen, if I had millions of dollars, do you think I'd be sitting here talking to you? No, I don't think so, Mark. I'll be out, high flying in New York City somewhere. No, I'm just kidding. I'd be in bed at 9 o'clock, like every night. Every night. With or
You're
without
so
$1 million, I'd be in bed at 9.
Oh, I miss you so much, Whitney. You're so much fun. And you got that addictive laugh that when you laugh, it makes you want to laugh with you.
I know, but I was thinking about the other day when it was like $107 billion lottery. I'm like, what's the first thing I would do? Go to sleep. I'm like, when you reach a certain age, you're like, do not move me, right? You get to the point where all you want to do is chill.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's fair. I think so. I mean, after I hit age 50, I slowed down dramatically, which is a mistake. You should stay active as long as you can.
I know, but I don't want to go to nightclubs. I just don't like, I'm like, I just want to dance at home. I'll put the music on, be dancing at home. I don't want to be in a nightclub with people I don't know, half naked. Mark, didn't I tell you to stop talking about these people? Who are these people?
That's not G Mangoes.
I know it's not G Mangoes, but who are the people we're talking about?
I have
The
no
lollipop
idea.
tree. You sound like you have a pinball on your end.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pinball machine. What is it?
I don't know.
How's Big Boy?
Big Boy's doing well, but sadly, I've got to get rid of Big Boy when I move to my new apartment.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's going to have to go to Mrs. T.
Okay. But at least he'll be with someone familiar. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not
We'll have
bad.
visitation.
That's right.
You love that cat.
I do love that cat. There ain't no doubt about it. I'm going to miss that cat, and I will be visiting it.
That's good.
Yeah, me and Miss T's on good terms. We're not having a nasty divorce or nothing like that, you know.
Are you washing dishes?
No, I got a friend that's washing dishes.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's my brother's girlfriend. They come
right,
over here to see me today.
Okay, awesome. All right, so who else can we rip apart? Well, anyway, R.I.P. Jill. You know, whatever. You didn't deserve to die. You didn't, you know, I wish I hadn't given up, but God love you anyway. Poor
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace, Jilly Jill.
Yeah, maybe she'll find some relief now, you know? Her body was tired. You know, her mind was tired.
But I'm never going to give up like that. I'm going to fight till the last breath. Ain't you, Whitty?
I'm so glad you said that. I really am glad you said that. That's how I feel too. I'm like, there's no way if I have a weird cough, am I not going to call my doctor? I'm calling for everything. You know, a paper cut, I'm calling.
Well, I hear you. That's the way to be. I feel like Jill would have been here if somebody would have called and got her some help. I mean, that's awful to say, but
Look, Mr. T, you're in the chat. You're gay, and you come
that's
back
not
as me.
me.
No one ever does me. I'm so offended. No one ever trolls me with me. I'm starting to get a complex.
That must
Am
be.
I not good enough for a clone?
That must be Carl the Cook or somebody has me blocked because I can't see it on StreamYard side. I mean, I can see it on StreamYards, but not on YouTube. So.
Oh, right. Okay. Got ya. Got ya. So I'm smoking a little homegrown, not grown out of my home, but you know what I mean. Homegrown. It means, somebody gave me a jar that they grew, and I gotta tell you, holy cow, is it strong?
It's a good stuff, huh?
I know. Don't
Yeah.
take it personally, Woody. I gave him to you know what? Isn't it awful and petty and so immature that I actually am? Isn't that weird? Like, I never understood why everybody had all these clone accounts causing all sorts of trouble. And I was like, why doesn't anyone do that for me? I mean, there was one that came into John Camillo's, but it's beyond too ridiculous to even imagine because nobody would, I would never go into John Camillo's. But I was like, damn, damn. I am absolutely fucking nobody. You know what I mean? Mr. T is on. He's on silent. He has a lady friend. A lady friend at the home. I'm only saying that because I heard a lady's voice. So there you go. I wonder if when he mutes. I know, right, Char? I swear to God. I know. But this is the weirdest thing. You know what the weirdest thing is, Trisha? And I'm not trying to toot my horn, but this is an absolute fact. Because I have never, in all of the years that I have been in Utah, I have never trolled anybody to the point where I would go in somebody's chat of who I didn't like. No one has ever accused me of that because I don't do that. So I think it's because of that reason. Because people know I don't go into other people's chats and cause trouble. They would know right away it was a troll. I don't know. You don't get to die, Charlotte. She's another one that picked me out of doom and gloom. Out of nowhere, Char sends me this message that she's, worried about me or whatever. And I thought that was really cute. And I know that Char also suffers from depression episode, so I do know that about her, and she's good enough to tell people when that's happening, and she'll let everybody know that she's gonna take a break and stuff like that. And I sort of got that from her when I posted my tweet yesterday, the day before. I sort of got that from Charlotte, and I said, like, my cheese slipped off the cracker, I'm taking a mental health break. I just didn't want anyone to get offended if I didn't contact anybody back, because sometimes when you're feeling really low and you see like 10 text messages you gotta read, your anxiety level is like all over the place, so you just don't even want to read them. Don't
Oh,
judge.
I didn't take it personally when you didn't answer me back. I thought, well, Whitty's probably busy or she doesn't feel well.
Oh, did you text me?
I did on Twitter.
You did?
Yeah. I reached out to you, just saying hi and checking in with you. Because, like I said, I've missed
Trisha
you.
says, look what Trisha goes. Woody, my clone of you is going to go into all the communities and talk shit. Every time I laugh, I honk. That is not a good sign. That would make me popular. When MFW guys, you are a porn star. I knew it from the start. This is MFW. Tell me I was a porn star. I said, first of all, star, because yes. MFW was the first person to say that is not witty. She could tell right away in the pictures that it wasn't me. Now her tune has changed completely ever since she sat on the face of Negs. Now her memory has changed. Marvel mushroom hat? I don't even know what that is. Is that a penis?
No, I think they were talking about Marvel Cuphead got porn bombed the other night.
Oh, the picture is a penis.
Oh, somebody take that trash out of here. Do you know Marvel Cuphead? Have you met him yet, Linda?
No, who is it?
He's an artist from Canada, and he likes to draw all the prettiest women's pictures, but he does them in a weird style. He does them like Funko Pop characters. Yeah. If he ever come by and saw your picture, he'd be over here worrying you to death to draw you.
Well, listen, Trisha. Since 2012, no one has ever even saw me wear shorts. So the chances of me being a porn star, no, no. I don't even show my legs. I mean, come on. Cuphead is a super freak. Oh, what is that?
It
Steve
goes.
Billings, master troll.
She's a super freak, he's super freaky.
What are you
Oh,
smoking tonight? Anything good?
no, I smoked a little bit of hash and a couple of hits off a roach, but I ain't buzzed up too bad. Whoops.
Well, excusez-moi. OnlyFans. No, it's weird, And I've always been very, very prudy. Excuse me, my whole life I've always been very, very prudy, which is so disappointing because there are so many websites like feetpics.com and stuff like that, and I have ugly feet. And I hear all these girls that are making tons of money. I was like, nah.
The uglier feet, the more money you make.
Who said that?
That's just a fact on the foot fetish sites. Especially if you've got curled up toes that point one way or the other and big
That
old.
is just, oh my God.
Yeah, it's what they want.
No, those are issues. Those are issues.
I call them hooves.
Right. Because that's what they are. They are hooves.
Man,
Absolutely.
German could make a lot of money with them big old hooves.
Trisha, ugly feet. Ugly old feet. I mean, my feet have always got bad reactions from people. I've never understood it. Feet are feet. But ever since I was really young, I got made fun of how ugly my feet were. And I think what it is my toes are really fat, but I also, at a very young age, had very wrinkly skin around my feet and my hands. I always looked like an old lady. Like my hands and my feet always looked like an old lady. And I think that's because I have really wrinkly skin on my feet and fat toes. But they work, so it's okay. I'm okay. No, it won't work. It's when you get ugly feet, it just like forget it. Mani petties do not work. I wear mule shoes. Sometimes I let the tips of the toes poke out, so the mules that have the front end off, as long as I polish my toenails. I'm very particular about my shoes. And I wear shoes to bed. If I was having a date and I was having sex, I'm gonna keep my high heels on. I'm not taking my shoes off. And this is the trauma I have endured from other people, and it had nothing to do with me. It's other people that told me how ugly my feet were, and it's just like I was traumatized by it. It was a total thing. I used to say that about my nose. It used to irritate the crap out of me that people used to say you look like Barbara Streisand or something like that because of my nose. It never bothered me. But it got to the point where by the time I was 30, I was packed at about my nose. I even had a plastic surgeon rub his finger up and down the bridge of my nose and say I could fix that. It just got to the point of ridiculous. Like, I only got it because of pressure, peer pressure. When I got a nose job. Totally. Because I just said, like, why would I, And I'm kind of grateful because I do look back and think, yeah, I had a honker there. But it never really bothered me. And I tell you, what is that? There's a GoFund. Mark, I don't understand. Who is this person? You have flat feet. They used to call me Ducky.
No, that's a rumor. There's not a GoFund for Jilly Jill. Camillo and them tried to say that I started a GoFund, and I did not.
That's what they do. They just spread misinformation. He's a clear narcissist, the guy. He thinks everybody loves him. Who's using swastikas?
I don't know what the name is, but it's got swastikas all in the name of it. They got me blocked, whoever it is, so I'm saying it's Carl the Cuck.
Who is Carl Cox? Anybody know?
Oh, he's Camillo and Lolly's little buddy.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he stays in there all the time they're live. He'll stay in there.
Crazy.
So he's trash.
He's trash. He gone.
So what else has been going on, Linda? Tell us something good that's happened in your life. Tell us something positive.
I'm waiting for something positive to happen in my life.
Oh,
so not to be a mopey asshole.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for something happy to happen.
If you need somebody to call, you can call the suicide hotline.
That was funny. I love that.
You know, I'm just kidding with you. You can always reach out to me if you need somebody to talk to. Remember, I used to be your online husband. Remember that.
Who didn't laugh? Come on. Who didn't laugh at that? That was funny. That was quick. No, it wasn't that bad. I'm just being a baby. People know that I'm a bit of a baby.
I think you're tough as nails. I don't think you're a bit of a baby.
No, when it comes to like withdrawing and just like a ghost people, I guess that's cowardice, I suppose. But there's a lot of people that don't realize that I get text messages all freaking day long from everybody in my entire life. Coworkers, my family. It's relentless, and sometimes I get overwhelmed with the amount of correspondence, not just text messages, just the amount of correspondence. Sometimes it takes me days to answer a text message.
Me too, sometimes. It's crazy. That's like this morning, somebody made a video on me, and about 5 different people sent it to me.
Wait, what? Say it again. What?
There's somebody made a video on me this morning, and about 5 different people send it to me. So
was it funny? Should we watch it?
It was. It was ridiculous. Yeah.
Tell us about it.
I'd rather not.
It's not funny enough.
No, it's more like Camillo's lies. They're trying to take advantage of that.
Oh God, they're so poking at you. Oh, there you go. Cindy talks. She gets that.
Oh,
you get it.
They're poking at everybody. It ain't just me. He's trying to shake the whole board up.
I know, but you know what, Trisha? The thing is, it's weird if you think about it. Because I was thinking about it the other day. It's just think, because you probably don't know this, Trisha. If you could have saved a life just by being who you are, the fact that maybe you don't know it, I think she understands what I'm saying. You just never know, who you reach. Gypsy, had he treated Jill like a queen? Exactly. But also the fact that they'd worked together for 6 years, right? And he had absolutely made no effort to go and see her. With all the donations he got. Like, I mean, I'm glad he didn't, because it sounds like if he was in front of her, he would end up being the one murdering her, because he's so abusive. He would be frightening to be around. Remember that time when he was smashing his glasses and banging the table, and his face was all red and he was freaking out? Imagine being there when he's like that. Phew.
Yeah, he can be a handful. He was just standing the other night, just standing in front of the thing going, light it up, light it up, light it up right now. It was crazy.
I know, because we don't know, let's be honest, we don't know how far, we don't know how his mental health really is, and we don't know what's going to push him over the edge. Like, what if you were in front of this person who has been displaying for years this crazy anger? I don't know. I don't know. The same with you. Like, how do we know that if we met up, you weren't going to freak out and start killing everybody?
Well, because I'm on my proper meds now, I'm about my normal self.
Is it bronchitis? You know what, Mark? I'm just way too freaking lazy to kill anybody, so you don't have to worry about it. Who
I'm not,
needs that mess? I don't need that mess.
you don't need that mess in your life, Witty. Your
Screw
life's
that.
already a walking disaster. Come on. You got any worse? We'd have to put the old milk cow out to pasture.
Hi, Cassandra. Sorry, it's the
Nice to
weed.
see.
Sorry, excuse me.
Nice to see Cassandra back around.
He's going to visit. I don't know what happened. He wasn't, because remember, he has the PTSD from a car accident or something that happened to him 20 years ago on the highway, whether he was directly in a car accident or he witnessed it, but it caused PTSD and he has never been able to get on the highway. How he was supposed to go and visit her, I
I think also he tells this traumatic story about when they stole his bicycle. 4 black people took his bicycle away from him in New
yes,
Jersey. I think
yes.
I think that did something to his psyche because he always talks about that.
That
You
the
know,
black kid stole. I'm pretty sure. Well, he usually says 5, but I'm pretty sure it was probably like 1 or 2, and he doesn't want to man up and be honest.
well, I don't know about that. I was just repeating what he said, but I've been trying to support Bergs through this. I got a channel membership. Of course,
You
I
know
didn't
what's?
have to pay for it. Somebody else bought it. Woo!
I got to tell you something. Being from New Jersey and Berg's being from New Jersey, you see, his mentality is not New Jersey, because you would never even equate, like, you would never, being from North Jersey, you would never, should I say, bundle experiences like that, because they're all different nationalities from North Jersey. There are, you know, Latinos, there's blacks, there's whites, and you would never even think to single out a group like he did. Oh, I'll never forget, but I'm not racist because of it. Like, I can't even imagine saying that,
Me
being
either.
from New Jersey.
That's something you just don't share. You know what I'm saying? You just leave that off because it does come off a little bit racist. It does. But I don't. I really don't think Bergs is racist. I really don't.
He absolutely is. Don't you remember the black guy at the post office, the rant?
No,
The skull. What?
I never. I don't remember that.
Oh my God, where have you been? The guy loves the N word. Do you remember the time when he was saying the black guy at the post office was skull fucking him, and he did that whole rant?
Oh my God, that must have been before I came around. I ain't been
Oh
on.
my God, what a racist. Absolutely. He was so racist. He went in the post office like that. Yeah, he is such a racist. I didn't know you didn't know that. And you see, that's a real friend, Magda. Right, Fupa? Is that not a real friend? I'm there too. Anytime, day or night, there's something exciting going on. You just call me, I'll bring the shovel. There you go. Will anyone bury me? I hope so. Hey, listen, I just tell my kids, hefty bag. That's it. Screw all the expenses for dying. I'm dead. What do I care? Put me out in the woods. Let the animals eat me.
Wrap you up in one of them old tater sacks and throw you in the river.
I like that idea. I've seen it on TV. In those tater sacks. They do that. They do those. They're called something, right, guys? What is it called? That natural... You have to get a license for it, where they just put you in the grave like that, like he says, in like a tater sack or cheesecloth. They wrap you up and they sort of organically bury you, but you need a license for it. It's called something. And they allow that in a lot of states.
Would that be a pauper's grave? A pauper's grave?
Oh. No. Not paupers. They're allowed to bury you not in a box. You know how they have the box and the whole shit.
Right.
And there's laws. You can't just bury the body. You have to have the box with it, which is ridiculous. Oh my God, that's it, Shraz. Isn't that funny? Max and I both watched Phyllis Stokes and Bucky. Yes. Oh my God, remember them? It's so sad, that story. They both died. Just like Jill. Adios.
What's the deal with everybody dying here lately?
Look, people die. It's just how it is.
Who
do you think is nuts?
I know it's part of life, but it just seems like more and more people are dying lately.
Who's going to put money? It's me. Okay, there's going to be me, Bergs, Lisa Lin, or wait, who's the other person? Lisa Lin, Bergs, or somebody else. Oh, MFW.
Oh, I'm going with you, Whitty. You gone.
I'm gone. I don't blame you. The odds are good right there, I'll tell you.
No, I hope nobody don't die no more. Well, I hope we don't lose anybody else out of the community, They're saying MFW. Woo!
I feel that. And I hate to say it, but I feel it.
Magda says Holly's in the hospital.
Yeah, but she's constantly having, she's another one who will not admit to having, what's it called? The, cirrhosis? Doesn't she have pancreatitis all the time?
Yeah, pancreatitis.
Yeah, for, the drinking and all that. Well, okay. It could be her, but she's been gone a while. But, I feel MFW because she said something the other day. She says she's destroying her liver and she doesn't know how she's still alive. And she has to quit drinking in order to have this surgery, but she's not ready yet. I'm like, wow.
That's like Lisa Lin. She'll probably outlive all y'all.
You think? No.
You never know. A lot of that has to do with genetics, in my opinion.
We're talking about alcoholics, Mark?
Yeah.
So you think the genetics
are
what produces addictive personality?
Well, that's what they taught us in rehab, that your genetics from your upbringing and whatnot brings out what kind of person you are. But, I don't know.
That's interesting.
I know alcoholics that are rich, and I know alcoholics that are poor, and everything in between. So,
Yeah, of course.
and longevity in life, that's another thing. If your parents live to be old, then more than likely you'll live to be old, unless you have an accident or something.
Why can't they die young and I can live old?
That'd be great.
Oh my God, because mine are like living forever, and I like, those pillows were looking really nice.
I'm going to fight it for as long as I can. I'm in a battle against death. I know he's going to
Miss
win,
Hussey. Do you
but
know Miss Hussey? Miss Hussey is fantastic.
I think I've seen Mrs. Hussey on CJ's one time. Does she wear like makeup and a big hat and everything,
Yeah.
sunglasses? Yeah, I've seen them.
Styling and profiling as always.
Exactly. Once you drop the link, maybe Miss Hussey will want to come up and share some news with us.
Oh my God. That would be like the best.
Right.
Because you know what? This is where you go for all the news. If Miss Hussey don't know it, nobody knows it.
There you go.
I mean, she's a whole vibe, Mark.
I know. I enjoyed the program I watched her on. It was her and CJ. And I want to think maybe MFW was up there too. I don't know. I'm not a big MFW fan. I was at one time, but not so much anymore.
Well, she got real mean. I loved her too. I used to love her crazy lifestyle, her dinner and drinks, her shenanigans, and when she went to those motorcycle races and all the bars, and then she went to that vacation place, and then she went to Florida. And we're watching all this action, and that time that she decorated her dining room, and then all of a sudden it got a little shady towards the end, didn't it?
Well, I don't know. That could have been due to drinking because I know she got a DUI not long before she lost her channel, maybe 6 months or something like that. What's up, Raina?
Hello.
I can tell
Hello.
that's you by the picture, honey.
You gonna do what now?
I said I
Excuse me.
could tell that was you by the picture.
Yeah, it's very calm and quiet over here. That's why I popped on.
Yeah.
Time
Nice
to
to have you up.
Say what's up, guys.
What were we talking about? I can't even remember.
We were talking about MFW and how she went on trips and took us all with her. And then at the end, how she alcohol kind of affected her there at the end, I think. I mean, I
You
might be
think
wrong.
so?
I do, because she got that DUI and it wasn't within a month or 2 months and her channel was gone.
She just got so angry. Oh my God, look who it is. Look who it is. Everybody call their mother now.
What's
Get
up,
in here. Miss
Hussey?
Hussey is in the house.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to put lipstick on. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
That is her favorite line. I forgot to get lipstick on. Look at these. See, look at those lips. Now look at those lips. Even
I guarantee you
would
he's
kiss
got on
those
more
full,
makeup
plump
right
lips.
now than Raina. Woo!
I don't wear makeup.
I have no makeup on.
Yeah.
Just
None.
the lips. Look at those lips, though. They're like Elvis lips. Look at how full and plump. Look at those. And they're moist. And those beautiful white teeth. And, look at that.
Listen, you look fabulous yourself.
I totally hit that. I would close his eyes, pretend I was a dude. I'd hit it.
How are
I'd
you?
be a fag hag for a night. Absolutely.
I feel honored being on your channel.
Well, I'm the one who's honored.
Me too, Whitty.
You have no idea. You got to get involved in this group of crazy people that Hussey is involved with, because it is, you gotta cover it. It is so ridiculous. You can't even believe it.
Yeah.
The Negs DC stuff.
Do you know the latest? You know what's going on?
Mark, you know who that is, right?
Yeah, I know who Negs and DC Media Girl are.
You know now she's taking me to court?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Yeah, she's taking me to court. She's filing a restraining order against me. And that's on March 7th. And then May 19th is our other hearing. So she doesn't have a case. I spoke to an attorney today. I started a GoFundMe, and I just started it like 2 hours ago, and I already have 1,000 something. It costs $3,000 to cover the case and for me to get a restraining order against her. This woman has been calling me a pedo, a chomo,
True.
predator. She says, "I hope you get beat up at some gay bar." I have all the clips right here on the phone.
Yeah.
We could play.
Well, I watched it on Sam's. She doesn't have a case at all after watching Sam.
No, she
Does
doesn't.
not have a case. She looks ridiculous.
She has put my life in danger. She has threatened my channel. Can I just play a couple of
Yeah.
clips of what she has said? Okay.
First of all,
Are
you
you-
look fabulous. I'm loving that wig.
Are you guys in the same state?
No, I live in Manhattan, New York City. She lives in Washington, D.C.
So what is a restraining order going to do?
Exactly.
And I am going to go on panel with you as many times as it takes for every single person to leave your community and for your channel to die.
There you go.
That's not nice.
She has no case.
No,
Okay, she's threatened my channel. This lady is a bitch.
I know, right? What is up with her?
She is an evil witch. Okay.
Wow.
There is more. There is more. Listen to this.
But she says she claims to be bipolar. Do you think it has something to do with being unmedicated?
Listen, I have a cousin who's bipolar. There are lots. No, that's no excuse. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But here's another one.
Hey guys, another clip of DC wishing harm on me.
I hope so. No, I said that. Hussy. And as actually, I was very specific. I said that I hope that you get loaded one day and you go to these gay bars and the fucking drag queen gives you a beatdown. That's what I said. Those were my words. Don't give Megs credit for shit that I say.
Oh my God.
I put a lot of thought into this stuff. You go for Negs about the shit he says, but by God, I want credit for the
you'll
stuff
get
that
credit
I come
in
up
court.
with too. God damn. All right. And I said, I hope that one of the bouncers, I hope one of the bouncers at the gay bars that you go to where you get so mouthy, I hope one of the bouncers goes in the back, brings out a blackjack or a club, and beats your face in with it.
Wow.
That's what I said that.
She's filing a restraining order on me. I have never.
I know, that was ridiculous.
I have never met this lady. I've never wished harm on her. I call her ugly. I have a comedy satire channel, and I make fun of people.
It's
you make fun of
comedy,
me.
exactly.
Right. It's all good. We can handle that. But once you go IRL and call me a pedo chomo, I live in Manhattan, you target me like that. I'm a gay man, obviously, in case you didn't know. You know, and then you're filing. Look, if I had the money.
Wait, just to clarify, just to clarify to the person in Alabama, you are not a trans.
No.
And you are not a cross-dresser.
No, I'm going to show you how I live my life.
But you do this because this is for your channel. Your appearance right now is for your channel or not?
Yes, this is a character that I.
All right, Mark, I just want you to realize that this is a character.
So this is me.
How can you get mad at this guy?
No, that's awesome, dude.
So that's how I look. I'm bald. Not bald, but yeah. But but ever since I started my YouTube channel, I started wearing wigs. So it's about two years now. And I kind of like it. I have fun. So now when I go out at night on the weekends to, a gay bar, I go like this and I promote my channel.
Yay!
But in the daytime when I go out, I'm Ken. I'm a man that happens to be gay that wears this for work, and on the weekends when I go partying. That's it.
That's how you do it.
Thank you. So yeah, I need a restraining order against her. I need a restraining order, and I found an attorney from Washington D.C. And he said $3,000, and I already collected like $1,050.
Oh wait a minute. Have you been served?
I haven't gotten the papers in the mail yet, but she showed everything.
that doesn't matter. They're not going to serve you in a different state. But also, she would have to pay every time, like $250 every time you get served because you're out of state. But also, if you don't answer the door, tough shit. You have to be served in order for you to show up for court.
Right. She hasn't served me yet. That's right.
It's civil. It's not police. It's nothing to do with the police.
Mm-hmm. And if she doesn't serve me, fine.
The police are the only ones that can serve a restraining order, and they're only in domestic cases. They only restrain orders on people who have romantic interests on others. It's the weirdest thing.
I have absolutely no romantic interest.
That is the best response ever.
She is not my type, honey.
So everybody in the side chat's going crazy. They want Hussey's link. Or can you share her link out? His link out?
Sure.
Oh, so, yeah. How do I do that? Where's Miss Hussey so I can give her a wrench and then she can...
I'll do it. Thank you so much for asking. So I'll give you my Twitch. So I'll just send you today's video.
Wait, where's her in the chat so I can give her a wrench? I've lost my mind. I feel like I lost my mind a little bit. Oh, here we go. Yes, okay. No, I can't do it when I'm on my phone.
Don't worry about it. It's the Huzzy Lounge, and I'm on Twitch.
Bastard. I cannot. Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, no. Rainey just crapped out. You rage quit and she came back.
I accidentally hit the exit button. Sorry.
Oh, sure. I'll believe you. Millions won't. Look how cute her picture is. Is it like the cutest little face? You know, you look like those pictures that you see on those like Harlequin romance novel books.
You look very exotic. What's your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Very nice. Okay. You hablo español too?
That's hilarious.
Wait a minute. Is that really you in the picture?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's really me, and that's really my hair color.
You'll better than that.
It's exactly who you'll meet.
Are you
I think I've seen you.
Sure, he goes on CJ's from time to time. I know you've seen him over there.
This is Miss Hussey, like the world famous, now going to be in court with an entourage of, people, makeup artists, the whole shebang. I mean, this is going to be fun. Who's not going to be there? I'm going to be there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Miss Hussey, if you need some help, I got a friend named Rich Life, and I'll get him to get the lawyer judge to help you. Woo! Anything I can do, Mrs. Hussey, anything.
I feel like Miss Hussey, I'm not being mean, but I just sense this, again, not a doctor. I feel like she seems like she's been institutionalized in her past. The only reason I feel that way is she has a little tick. I don't know if you noticed.
Something is wrong. Something has to be wrong. I don't know if it's just her nerves or trauma from her life, because she's not a happy person. She hasn't had her past is not great. I mean, she's had several divorces. Her childhood wasn't great based on what she has told us. And look at her situation now. So maybe it's her nerves. Her nerves are shot. Something is off. And she's very hateful. She's very vicious and malicious. And I wouldn't want to be around someone like that. And the fact that now she's dating Negs.
What?
Was her enemy. I just don't understand. Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense about this relationship.
Wait a minute. What happened, Rainy Rain? What happened?
Oh, I thought you said she was beating Negs. I was
no. No. She's dating Negs, and I can't make sense out of that. Why would anybody want to date Negs? How desperate do you have
Let
to
me tell you why. Because she said if you can't beat them, you might as well fucking join them.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
And that's a pretty low marker, if you ask me. I mean, come on, beyond bottom of the barrel.
Listen, I have no problems. Men support women. Women, you got money, you want to support your man, whatever. But honey, let me tell you one thing. If I'm gonna pay for a man, he better be on point. From head to toe. Okay? Did you see when she took him to Miami, Florida, and how he was dressed at the Versace mansion? Like, I wouldn't go to Walmart. Like, I wouldn't sleep in that. He looked terrible. And she's like, oh, I love him for who he is.
I have to
He's a
agree.
bum.
There was no effort spared.
No, his Adidas shoes had dust on it. It must have been sitting in his closet because he doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't go anywhere.
No.
And he had like, I don't know, gym clothing. He looked terrible. He looked terrible. I love this for her.
I love this hair. This hair is, I love it. It goes well with your skin tone.
Let me tell you, I have about 10 wigs, same style, different color. And let me tell you, Amazon, $35. That's all it is. And it's a great, great cut.
Wow.
Well,
it's also a great disguise.
No, it looks natural on him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't be ridiculous. It's a dude in a wig, but that's not the point. It looks like a natural disguise, yes?
Look at the hat. When you put the hat on, that's what I was used to seeing. When you put the hat on, it don't look like a wig.
I have several hats. And yeah, I mean, with the hat, I have hoodies. If I pull my hoodie up and tighten it, that's what I'm going to wear when I go out this weekend. I look cute.
Yeah.
I have merch. I don't know if you guys know, but I have merch. With my picture on it and everything.
Got merch.
I do. You should have merch too, darling. You're fabulous.
No wonder that bitch is jealous. Nobody's ever going to buy her merch.
No, her merch, I think, she has merch, but not with her face on it. Oh, hell no.
Hey, Mark, does Miss Hussey have a little bit of an Elton John vibe circa 1970?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, it's the glasses. The
It's the
glasses,
glasses. I
yeah.
have
And the
Elton-
hair, too, no?
Not the hair so much, the glasses.
You want to see very fabulous glasses? Look how cute these are. Hold on.
The glasses.
Oh my God! Look at the colors. I'm seeing lights.
I like
and
that
colors.
one.
Isn't this cute? I have a lot of glasses.
See, he's
never
really
have too
into
many.
his character.
What's that?
This is his character, and it's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's all in good fun. I have a fun channel. We don't do drama on my Twitch. We just laugh, have a good time. That's it. And
See, that's the whole point, Mark. I'm thinking, I come in, he's funny. It's like, how could anyone have a problem with this guy? He
I don't
even
know.
laughs at himself.
I
It
make fun of
sounds-
myself all the time. I don't take myself seriously at
It
all.
sounds to me like that DC media girl's a bitch. That's what it sounds like to me.
Beyond.
She's made so many enemies this past.
She's definitely not a woman's woman.
No,
Wow.
she doesn't like women. She does. She's jealous of all women.
Yes. She
Wow.
does seem to. Yeah, she
Yeah,
does.
she's jealous of all women. I don't think this woman has friends, to be honest with you.
I don't
Not
either.
male, not female. If you have to drive 20 hours every weekend back and forth for negs, that says a lot. Where are your friends?
20 hours?
She drives 10 hours to go, 10 hours to come back, and she supports him and pays for him, takes him out, buys
God,
him
I'm too
food.
lazy for shit like that. I would never do it.
Good God Almighty. Linda
I
would
don't-
have him kicked in the ass and working, wouldn't you, Linda? Woo!
I know,
They
and I
live
could
together.
get laid locally. I don't need
Well,
to wait
yeah.
on that.
On the weekend, I guess she's moving there. I can care less. But how lonely must you be to do all that traveling? Don't you have friends locally? Can't you meet a man locally? No one wants to date her where she is, so she goes to the boonies to find some bum in an attic that would pay some attention to her.
Mm.
And
I
she
mean,
has-
the lowest of the just below.
and she
lower
was
than the
coming
barrel.
after you too. Remember, she made you very upset at one point. And I told you, don't you ever let her make you cry.
Cause she's talking about personal stuff, my husband. I mean, like, what is that? She doesn't know him.
Wow. She trying to get off in real life on you, huh?
Yeah, you know what she said? She said I videoed him while he was dying.
What?
Yeah,
What a sicko.
She doesn't
that
even
never
know her.
happened.
Wow.
Everybody knows that didn't happen. But he's got her convinced of some sort of crazy stuff. It's ridiculous. But Todd somebody about that. I mean, that's horrible. She left a personal message for me, which to this day I have never watched, except for she did do another one, and I like caught a glimpse of it, and that's when I responded to it. Otherwise, I wasn't going to respond to her, but she was dying for my attention. Absolutely dying for my attention by doing 2 videos, which really didn't make very much sense because I filmed my husband dying. I filmed my husband's cancer journey, but I wasn't with my husband when he died. I had a last video of him, and he died. Well, he went to a coma the next day, so I wasn't with him.
And by the way, she got her YouTube channel terminated last week, 2 weeks.
Isn't that? I know. Isn't that? You know what? That is kind of
for
karma.
you. Oh yeah.
God, that's gotta piss her off, huh?
10 years or whatever for hard work. She had 10,000 subs, and now she has 300 on Rumble, where she's not making any money.
Why does she think a legally blind man in New York is a threat to her?
It's bullshit. Everything she's accusing me of.
Well, what do you think her reason?
She does to me.
What do you think her rationale is for what I just said? You're a legally blind man living in New York. How is she going to justify a restraining order? You're going to drive over there?
She's not. I've never mentioned going to Washington in my entire 2 years of ever. I never said I'm going to Washington. I've never threatened her. I hate flying, and I don't drive now. I'm legally blind and you guys don't feel sorry for me. I just don't see small print.
He just doesn't see
I don't know or anything like that. Yeah. I mean,
he picks and chooses what he sees.
I notice a hot man. Don't worry about that. It's all good. I never threatened her, ever. And if you're so scared of me, why do you continue bashing me and calling me pedo, chomo, and predator?
Can I address that? Because she engages. So that's it. That's over. You can't, if you're going to claim somebody is stalking, harassing you, and you engage them on a regular basis, that's not valid. You're engaging. And you're on a platform where you are sharing comments and opinions, which are allowed.
Yeah. I call her ugly. I say your teeth are missing. Your hair extensions are cheap. She turns around and calls
comments and opinions.
Yeah, predator. She slanders me.
Yeah, that's a whole different vibe. I agree with that. It's a whole different vibe.
No, that's going too far. Yeah. And people like that don't belong on the internet. They really don't. No platform should monetize content like that.
Listen, we are all here and we are all fucking nuts. Come on now. Come on, Miss Hussey.
Well, that's why they watch, Witty.
Some people are crazy.
We should all be afraid of each other.
Right? Oh, Carlos.
I'm only kidding.
Oh, no. Not Carlos.
No. Hussey, you're going to jail. Oh, my God. I will get you. I will bail you out. I will bail you out. Where will he be? What jail? Will it be exactly. Rikers Island?
I ain't worried about it. At least I'll get laid. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm going too. I want to go.
You want to get locked up?
Will I get laid?
Oh my God.
I'm going to have a bunch of soap with me, and it's fine. Carlos, don't worry.
There you go.
No, that never occurred to me, but I was thinking I was leaving it for the worms at this point.
No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I think my attorney's going to get it thrown out. Just first shot on March 7th. I'm going to check my GoFundMe, see where it's at. I'm getting excited because I told him I'm going to pay him as soon. He didn't tell me you got to pay me tomorrow. I told him I started a GoFundMe, and he said send me a link. So I see it, and I send him the link.
She's not filing with an attorney.
No, she's going pro se. You know why, Witty? Because no attorney is going to defend her. This
Yeah,
is
but also no court is going to serve you out of state unless she pays.
and it's all
You're
first-
out of state,
yeah.
and it's going to be rejected because there's not enough evidence. You just nilly-willy. Oh, I want this court case. If they're going to drag you in from another state, sorry.
We're at
No.
1100.
You know, I never did get the whole court stuff with YouTube. I mean, come on, man. If you got to take somebody to court over YouTube.
Oh no, she's afraid. She's afraid
Oh.
this legally blind man is somehow going to run across the what is it, Delaware? What
I don't even know
state
how
is
to get there.
outside DC?
I live in Manhattan, Weedy. I live in Manhattan. What am I going to DC for?
Exactly.
To see Biden?
You're going to go across the Hudson River. You're going to swim across the Delaware River. All with one eye, one leg,
One eye.
and one kidney.
It's
Right.
makes no sense.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, this is no offense to people who have bipolar disorders, because I have been learning so much about it in this past year, and it's just so crazy. But that is such a bipolar. The whole idea of her intimidating you by using this legal shit. It's never going to go. I don't believe for 1 second it's going to go through. They have absolutely no receipts. What are they presenting to the court that's going to give you a restraining order? I mean, nothing. You're not even in the same state. And to get a restraining order, you have to have been seen milling around, right?
Or have a relationship in the past, or be close with the person, or
Right.
Then we have no physical relationship. We're not relatives. We don't live in the same state, town, nothing. I'm not even. Makes no sense. I can't make sense out of
Listen, at the end of the day, this is just going to make you even more fabulous. Just milk it. Milk
You
it.
think so?
Yes.
Oh.
You will have such fanfare. Are you kidding? Come on. You would have a following and
I do feel the
entourage.
love. I really do have great support.
Right.
I do.
I mean, what's he going to wear to court and all that? You know? What
Oh,
shoe is he wearing?
Right. I want to get a new wig. I have this
I
wig.
want to get a new wig.
I have this wig in lavender color. I think I might wear that, but I might get a new one. Lavender one looks better. It sits better on me. I don't know why. It's the same exact wig, different color, but somehow it sits better.
Okay. You heard it first.
Yeah. So are you going to stay on for a while? I'm going to go and have a little something to eat.
You see, I wasn't sure if you did the whole 420 thing. I heard you drink a little bit, but
I drink. I don't do the 420 thing. I used to smoke cigarettes. I quit the cigarettes. When I go out on the weekends, I'll have a drink. And prior to going out, pre-party, I have cocktail hour on my channel with people. So I've been doing this, my supporters. So I've been doing this for like a few months now, and now they're calling me alcoholic. And when I say they, the two idiots. So now
that's right. You're this big alcoholic with,
Now
your
I'm
liver
this
is
big
kaput.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
right. Who
You're on
doesn't drink?
dialysis and
Who doesn't drink at home? Who doesn't only drinks?
right.
I'm
You
a-
lost your job, your dog, your wife. I heard all about it.
It's terrible.
It's so tragic.
She is just a I mean, she wishes death on people. That's what kind of.
Do you know what the thing is, Hasi? If she would say it with humor, we would all be laughing about it. But the fact that I think that she has this mental disorder because her face is so stern and angry. And she's talking about topics that are beyond ridiculous and keeping a very straight face. What's up with that?
Jesus.
Yeah, like
better
a
take your
really
water.
like a teacher at school and you're a naughty student. That sort of attitude. It's weird.
And you guys, she's an older. I mean, she's not old, but she's in her what 50s, 58, whatever. I mean, when you reach a certain age, you do better. You know better. You have more wisdom. She acts like a high school jealous
No,
bitch.
you don't do better. You just
And you know what?
give up.
And the thing is, like, she fights with people that are 30 years old online, 20 years old. Like,
Yeah,
lady,
that's
get a
true.
life. You're
Yeah.
retired now. You should be living a fabulous life, not online, slandering people and making fun of everybody and being so angry with all this negative energy, and you're not even making any money. What is the point? Go out and play some tennis, go get a massage, go get some teeth. She's missing teeth. I mean, what is this? She has these cheap Party City hair extensions. Her nails are never done, and she's faded.
Wow.
She has no teeth. Her
Miss
hair.
Hussey went right for the looks.
Oh, don't get me started. That's what bothers me. That's what I do. I'll make fun of your
I
looks
love it.
and make fun of my looks too. I don't care. I'll make fun of her looks, but she'll call me all these things, predator, chum. That's the
Don't
difference.
you love how catty Miss Hussey is? I love it.
I'm a New Yorker, Weedy. You're from, where were you from originally? Jersey?
I am from
Okay,
yeah.
so, we should talk a lot. We should talk. I can't help it. I have a potty mouth. I'm Armenian. I'm like the Kardashians. And Armenians, it's just in their nature. We have a potty mouth, and that's how we laugh, and that's how we socialize. But when we go out, we're classy and we fancy and sassy. But yeah, if I have to drag that bitch like verbally, this is no threat. She wants to hold it against me in court. I can. She's never gonna win in a war battle. In a whatchamacallit, verbal battle with me. She's not, and that's why she's so mad today, and she's taking me to court.
But I just find it so ridiculous and embarrassing to
Oh,
let people know that this is the person. See this dude right here, the crazy glasses? I'm taking this character to court because I'm so
wait a minute, shut up. You know she's going to court. Wait,
terrified. I'm so scared.
I'm gonna be like, "Hi, Judge." Witty, do you know Sam?
I have PTSD.
I can't take you nowhere. Look,
I mean, come on.
do
Somebody
you know
needs to 50-51 or whatever.
she needs a 5,000 shit? Hold it.
What is
No,
it called, mate? She needs a. I don't know. Something is not feeling right with that lady.
no, and she's getting worse, Witty, because now she's dating Negs and she listens to his shit all day. Now she's getting worse. She's become a female version of Negs. But Monday is her case with Negs against Yaba and Sam. And this is going to be very interesting. I love that she's living her retired life, going in and out of court. Love that for you. And
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to look fabulous when it comes to court time. And I like to see what she's going to look like.
Oh my God, they're such victims. It's so creepy.
Right?
The two of them are like, right? Professional victims.
Professional victims, yeah. They're just horrible people, and it sucks that.
But you know what invalidates that lawsuit? What completely invalidates it?
Yeah.
And then she went and blabbed all about it with venom in her voice. Now that's not gonna. There's something mentally wrong with her.
I agree.
Like no one would ever advise a person to do something like that when they're suing them. She sort of she called you unhinged, and all I see is how I see you and you behaving in a character way, and I see her as unhinged.
Witty, let me see what your reaction will be if they call you Chomo Pedo Predator for a whole year. Are you not going to scream and shout and get angry? Are you not going to get pissed? Of course you're going to get pissed. Of course you're going to scream. That's my reaction. And what, she's going to tell the judge, oh, look, I need a restraining order? No, stop calling me these names.
Yeah,
What do you expect my
of
reaction
course.
to be? What do you seriously? What? I mean, I'm not going to get mad like that for no reason. There has to be a reason. I'm not an angry person. If you watch my channel,
I
I'm not an angry
know.
person. But try getting called those names for a year and see what it's like. You know, she puts my life in danger.
I know it's been going on way too long now. I know.
Yeah. So,
But she's all in her bipolar.
you know what? There are a lot of people.
Wait a minute, Rainey. Am I being mean?
No, I mean, is she medicated for it?
No, she mentioned it on one of her streams, and she said I was diagnosed, but she didn't really say that she was convinced that's what it was.
He's not taking medicine either. From what I heard, he's supposed to be on medicine. He's supposed to see a therapist. He stopped going. He was advised by his therapist to stay off of social media. And look where it's got him. He's terminated from everywhere. He's on Rumble now. Rumble doesn't terminate you. You pay like $25 a month and you can free speech, say whatever you want, no filter. And that's where they both are today. So, karma.
Did anybody put a wager on how long that's going to last?
The relationship?
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's going to last more than another, I don't know, this year sometime they'll probably break up. She's planning on moving to Indiana. Love that for her.
Well, she's already added stepson to her bio.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't find that weird yesterday at Sam's?
It's not, let her call him whatever she wants. Stepson, son, friend, whatever.
But
Fact
she
of the
says
matter,
our, we.
family. Yeah.
Those aren't factual words.
No. I mean, I'm not going to go to the judge and say it's not her son. It's not, her stepson or anything. It's her boyfriend's son. They're going to be like, those are little technicalities that, yes, to us, we see how desperate she sounds. But in court, it's not going to make a difference. The fact of the matter is that she's a nasty fucking bitch. She can call him whatever the fuck she wants to call him. She's a bitch.
It's not gonna matter because she's a nasty fucking bitch. I can see him saying that in court.
That's why I need a lawyer, because if I go there, she's a nasty fucking bitch, Judge. Oh, then I'm gonna say, Judge, stop your shit. She's a nasty fucking bitch.
The whole drama of it. I know you're loving it.
Let me tell you something.
It's a good laugh. Nothing's coming of it other than more views and subs. Woohoo!
She's using this as content for the past.
There's no problem with that. We're all opportunists here.
Yep, she's using it for content. But like I said, there's no drama on my Twitch. I don't do none of that on there. You see my Twitch channel. It's all just fun and laughs. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Miss Hussy. I'm not monetized on it. And I did today's video on there. My GoFundMe is there. If you guys want to take a look at it later, you can. And if anybody wants to help, even $1, $5, it adds up. And
for his attorney, for your attorney, right?
Yeah, it's $3,000. I'm at $1,050, whatever.
He hasn't even been served yet. I love it.
I haven't been served, but I don't know. Here's the thing. I mean, if I don't get served, obviously, I'm not going to take the money out until I get served. I just don't know what to do with it. Maybe you can advise me.
I'm not touching this one. I just think that's cute. I think it's cute.
Well, the thing is, I don't want anybody's money. The money is going to go straight to the attorney, and I'll show proof of everything. But here's the thing: March 7th is the restraining order hearing. I haven't been served yet, but the lawyer needs money so he can start. So I don't know.
Well, you don't need a lawyer until you know you've been served. She could just be full of shit. You haven't been served yet.
All right, tomorrow I'm going to...
I don't believe you're going to be served. How are you going to be served? Let me explain something. You're in two different states. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think the court's going to allow that because there's no evidence of you making any threats to her.
No, I don't think the judge is going to grant her that. But she has applied. The paperwork is there. She went to court. The judge he went on the website and he saw the link. He clicked on the link and it said, we have a hearing here. It's about this case. I just haven't gotten the papers yet. But again, maybe she doesn't serve. I don't know. That's why I have this attorney. But yes, I'm going to get a knock on the door.
You think so?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I really don't. I don't see how she would even get an order since there was no threat other than the two of them bantering back and forth on YouTube, fighting with each other. You can't grant one without the other.
Well, I should get the paperwork, by next week, right? If the hearing is supposed to be March 7th, when am I getting this paperwork?
I am laughing. Can I just laugh at the fact you're such an entrepreneur that you have a GoFund set up?
Yeah, I have a GoFund.
If and when you may need it.
Let me show you. This is what she. Let me show you this. Hold on.
I do not find that hysterical. Mark, where'd you go? That does not work. Mark, where are you?
Anyway, when I gave the attorney the link to all the cases, whatever, in Washington, he found this. He found it, but again, I have not been served the papers. So we'll just wait. I'm not going to touch the GoFundMe money until I get the papers.
Oh my God, this is not going to go down well.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Now that I'm thinking about it, why don't I have the papers on that?
Wait a minute.
I want to get a wig. I got to get a new lipstick. You can't. You got to give me notice.
Do you know that thing on TikTok when they go, It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
That's correct.
Babe, this is going to come back to bite you in the ass. You do know.
What luck I have, right?
And I am going to be here for it.
You better cover this case.
I'm going to be with champagne and everything.
And caviar. Shit.
Oh my God. I love how blatant he/she is. I just love it. I just love the I don't give a fuck attitude. That's the best attitude to have.
You should watch videos of me dragging her. Oh, it's the best.
I end up just laughing and laughing. But she doesn't have the ability to be humorous at all when she talks about you, which is crazy. How do you?
She watches all of my videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she is. She's just a hateful. When you're miserable on the inside, it shows. On the outside, it comes out. And hurt people like to hurt people. You guys all know that. And that's all she does. And she's dating another hurt person who hurts people.
Yeah, but I think that she's had some lifelong bipolar issues. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with being bipolar. I'm just laughing at the fact that she did casually mention it. There's nothing wrong with
Look, my cousin has bipolar, and she's 62 years old. She's nowhere as bitchy as this one. This one, you can't even have a conversation with her.
There are some aspects of bipolar which were funny when, there's that movie with the bipolar guy and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there's some obvious stuff going on. But but I was surprised when she said it, only because she's kind of like monotone and like a zombie when she talks.
Isn't
Apart from
she?
the odd twitch.
And apart from the
I'm so stoned. I'm sorry we lost two people
no,
here. I'm sorry.
she's
Right? She's got
very
that
boring.
twitchy thing going on.
She's
I'm
very,
sorry.
very boring. She's made a lot of enemies since she's been dating Negs. And
I know, but we've got to turn this around and make it ridiculously humorous. That's what I think. Because because my experience of bipolar, again, I've only been learning about bipolar, that at any minute
just you laugh and let me do the show. She's like, at any minute, my experience. You got to come to New York City.
I'm definitely coming. I'm gonna take you out.
I like to go to the clubs and stuff. You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. There's some fabulous.
I'm like old.
Oh no, there's some fabulous piano bars, jazz clubs.
You notice how he toned it down?
I know. I was going to take her to a strip club, and she's like, I'm old. Well, the fabulous piano bars out there, too. Cigar bars. I don't know what she likes to do. I can take her to a fancy strip club, and if she feels old, we can go to a piano bar. Whatever you want.
Rainy, that was awesome, wasn't it? You just dropped out.
I'm a who.
Oh, come back and tell us. Oh, wait, come back. Rainy's bipolar. She's going to tell us. Come on, tell us about being bipolar. Tell us what those different ups and downs, because my experience is from the movie, and then a bunch of other people on here. I learned from Mary. Mary was bipolar, but again, there are so many different varying levels of it. That's why I'm wondering if she's on a lot of medication because she's very somewhat stoic. I'm not stoic. What's the word? She's bland. I don't know what else to call it. Hang on. Let me put the link in.
Sleeping. She's like sleeping. She's like out for lunch sometime. I don't know.
She's just really dull, no? Just dull.
Yeah.
Hold on. How do I get the link again? Click. Oh, here's the link. Okay.
When are you going to stream again?
Copy.
I'm going to go have a little something to eat. Post. I would love for you to. Oh, let her go.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Old lady trying to do something. Hold on a second.
You guys.
Okay, got
it. By the way, I would love for you to come on my Twitch.
Yeah.
We can do like a Thursday night or Friday night, do a cocktail hour, and you can come and we can have cocktails and laugh and get a group of people and just have a party.
And just make fun of everybody.
we can just laugh, make fun of everybody, and it's just a great time. I play music, I sing, we do Gloria Gaynor.
You sing?
Yeah.
Can we just talk about your lips? May we just have a minute to discuss?
Okay, I get it from my mother. Let me show you a picture of my mother. She passed away in 2002, but my mother was stunning. So let me show you a picture of her, and that's where I get the lips from. Hold on. Listen, Winnie, you're very fabulous looking. I don't remember exactly what your lips look like, but you're stunning. But thank you for the compliment. I mean, I appreciate it.
Well, it really is the first thing you notice. I mean, it's not always just the wig and glasses, but the lovely lips. I just thought those are definitely kissable lips.
Thank you. I'm going to show you the picture of my mom, and then you tell me.
So they were homegrown, au natural.
Oh, natural.
Yes,
So,
on natural
so let me show you.
lips.
I have my aunt. My mom has two sisters. So I just came across my aunt's picture. So this is my mother's baby sister. I have my family on my mother's side is attractive. On my father's side, no.
Okay, but wait a minute. Let's go back. Scratch the record. Did you have a little plumper in the lips or not?
No.
Those are natural, right?
Hmm.
Wow. Okay, show the picture.
So, okay, this is my mother's baby sister. She's had a lot of work done. That's not her hair. That's
Oh,
not
right.
her nose.
Okay.
That's not her eyes. That's not nothing. So that's my mother's baby sister. She's 62. Okay.
Wow. Looks young
Yeah.
for 62.
So, and then I'm going to show you my mother's picture. But she's a bitch, this one, Whitney. Oh, she's a nasty bitch. She'll steal your man away in 2 minutes.
Where's Rainy Rain coming? Come here, honey. I gave the link. I'm just stoned. I'll laugh at a loaf of bread.
Isn't laughing wonderful? These people should take
No,
note.
I hurt her feelings. I just realized it because I'm so stoned that I didn't even realize what I'd done.
Hello,
I'm
we're
sorry.
back.
I'm so sorry because everybody knows, well, not everybody, but people that have known me for a long time know that there was that issue I had last year or 2 years ago with getting to know about bipolar disorder. I don't know if you remember that situation.
I don't think I wasn't around very much. I just started watching you this year.
Well, what I found was what was humorous was the fact that I would be talking about it, knowing that she said she had it was an irony thing.
What do you
And
want to
of
know
course I'm
about it?
stoned. Yeah, because it took me a real long time to understand what bipolar disorder was. When you come onto YouTube, you learn about a lot of different disorders. Not being mean or nothing, but a lot of people on here have disabilities. I'm sorry, I'm stoned. I'm sorry. I am completely disabled right now.
Okay, have your fun. You're hilarious. I just want to show you this picture, and then I'm going to get offline. So
Okay.
this is my mother.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
she was like 47, I think, in this picture. So yeah. So you see her lips? She has the full lips too. So
Yours are kind of fuller.
I think mine's are fuller. Yeah,
Could be from your daddy's side.
could be, but they're not very attractive. But anyway, Whitty, thank you so much for having me on. You're welcome anytime to come on my panel. I think we'll have a blast. And you guys, thank you so much for having me.
All right. Love
Thank
you.
you. Whitty. Love you. Have a great night. Bye, guys.
Bye. All right. Come and tell us
What do you want to know
everything.
about being bipolar?
Okay. Am I wrong that there are varying degrees?
Yeah, it just really depends on the person, I guess, because it's obviously a chemical imbalance, and that's why they give us medication to like chill it out.
Right. So if you don't go on the medication, then what happens?
You're extremely unstable. I mean, I don't know what she's doing. Like, I don't watch her, but I mean, if I guess like impulsiveness, very unstable, acting out. I don't know what else is she doing.
I don't know. She kind of stays out of my lane now.
Yeah, it's best to be on medication so it's less severe. But I know there's times where like you'll get manic for like a few weeks or maybe a few days, and then you can get depressed for a few weeks. It's just like a lot of emotions going nutty, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best as I can explain it.
Well, you know what the thing is with Mark Terry. No disrespect, Mark, because Mark is open about the situation that Mark was bipolar. Everybody knew that, and we did notice, that sort of upswing. It was he was very depressed, and then he became euphoric, and everything was great, and he was this, and he was the Grand Ole Opry, and blah, 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 and do you know what I mean? But this person is a little harder to detect.
I have no idea because I don't watch her. I've never seen her stuff before.
She only mentioned it. She said, I had been diagnosed. It sounded as if she was just saying it in passing, or didn't take any credence to it because she didn't mention it again. And this was, I think, she said this, I think it was about a couple of months ago. I don't know. All I know is, since knowing a lot of people on here have bipolar disorder, but everybody acts so different. So how the heck can you figure out who has it and who doesn't?
I don't know. And it's really, you can't really tell unless they tell you personally. Every person's just different.
I know, right? Like Mary, she said she had bipolar disorder. She just seemed a funny girl. I didn't sense anything other than being funny. But Mark, I could sense something wasn't right.
Because I know there's bipolar 1 and bipolar 2.
Yeah. There's not another degree, not another level. There's 1 and 2.
Yeah, bipolar 1 is where you kind of need medication to help you out. And bipolar 2 is not that bad, but it's still, you still bipolar. So it just depends.
I love the way
Like,
you say it.
you're just
You're still
unstable
bipolar.
regardless.
Fuck it. It doesn't matter. 1, 2. It's still bipolar. Yeah. I don't know if people are always misdiagnosed, but it seems like an awful lot of people have bipolar.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a chemical imbalance. So one of their parents are nutty. Someone in their family has it.
Oh, okay. So it's definitely a hereditary
Genetics, yeah, type thing.
genetics. You know what? That's so messed up when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I didn't ask
unfair,
for it.
right?
I did. Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
but
that's what they mean by paying the sins of your father, paying for the sins of your father.
yeah, I mean, it's not you. It's 50-50 you get it, but then if you have kids and they can get it, it just gets passed down. So it's pretty much shitty. So.
Okay, so let me ask you this question then. Can you have bipolar, not know it?
Yeah. I mean, go to a psychiatrist and be like, hey, I'm feeling this, that, and third and acting like this. And then based on those symptoms, they diagnose you.
But can you go through life and not know it? Like, wouldn't somebody say, hey, you might have a problem? Or can you actually go through life without anyone detecting?
Well, I mean, I guess you wouldn't really know personally unless you're self-aware or if someone's like, yo, you're acting crazy, So I know some people don't want to get help or like too afraid of it. It's very common with people like us where we're just like, we're okay, fuck you type thing. But if it's really getting like overbearing, then yeah, you should probably get help or get looked at. It could be something else. It might not even be bipolar.
Could be hormones, because I swear to God, I'm feeling bipolar right now.
Yep.
With these hormones and my age and buying tampons at my age, yes. Hello, I'm feeling a little bipolar right now.
I think my mom's the same age, and she had that happen to her. She's like, I got my period, and I don't know how because I'm going through menopause. I was like, I don't know. I'm not at that point in my life.
Where she actually didn't, because you when you're 1 entire 1 year without a period, that's when you've gone through menopause. Right now, it's perimenopause. It's when you get a period and it just never stops. It just keeps going.
That's what it's like on birth control sometimes.
And they give you medication and it's still going.
Oh God.
I've had my period for 2 weeks now.
Oh my God. Well, I've had it not as much like as crazy, but when I was on the depot shot, I've had it for 3 months straight.
So oh my God.
Yeah.
But the hormones I just can't even imagine what you must have been feeling.
Crazy. That was crazy. Yeah.
I know, right?
I think
so unfair.
Yeah, they tell people not to get the depot shot for that exact reason and health reasons. But I didn't know, until later on.
Gosh. What? So you sound really young. How old are you?
I'm 27.
When were you diagnosed?
I was in 2018, so I was 22.
Wow,
Yeah, I was young.
you're still young.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm getting closer to 30, so it's kind of bugging me out.
Oh my god. You worried about 30? Come on.
Well, I don't want to get old. No.
Excuse me, but I'm going to tell you something. On your 40th birthday, I know it sounds so creepy, but on your 40th birthday, you're going to remember me saying this to you. You're going to say to yourself, you have arrived. Because for some reason, when you wake up on your 40th birthday, you kind of have all the answers to everything that's ever happened to you. It's a thing.
Wow.
It's an absolute thing.
I just don't want to get old, and ugh, it freaks me out.
I don't want to get old and crazy. I love it. We're all going to get old and crazy.
It's just the process of like aging and then health reasons, and I'm just like, I don't want to deal with it.
What do you plan on doing?
I plan on trying to. I don't know, actually, because I don't know. There's nothing I can do.
You sound like what we were talking about Jill earlier. You just feel like giving up.
I don't want to give up. It's just like I don't want to get too old. I don't want my health to decline. You know, because like I look at the older people in my family, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna end up like you, and health problems, high blood pressure, diabetes. I'm just like, God, I don't want that. So, yep.
Wow, that was harsh.
I mean, I'm just saying, I heard the saying where if you like look up to your like elders, or whatever, because that could happen to you, type thing, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, and I don't want that. My dad's side has diabetes, and my mom's side has heart problems. I'm like, okay, well, which one's gonna hit me first? So I'm just like counting down the clock or whatever. What do you call that? The time or something?
Wow.
Yep. I mean, I'm fine at this age. I am an adult, but I'm not too young. But still, I don't want.
You gotta learn how to chill. That's first. It's a very intense conversation. Listen, life will be okay. Don't worry about it.
It's okay so far. I think we killed your chat.
Oh, it's the bipolar. I'm not kidding.
Well, yeah, I've seen that you've been on for almost 3 hours. I missed the entire thing.
I'm not really making fun of it. I'm just stoned. I just think it's ironic. She said that she had it. The irony, I guess, is not. All right. I mean, because she tells everybody else they're mentally ill. I'm just thinking to myself, when she.
I think a lot of people on here are very mentally ill.
Oh, yeah. We all are. We all got something. Come on. There's no one. You can't. You can't tell me there's one normal person slipped through the cracks. I'll never believe.
No.
Oh, come on. We're all searching for something, aren't we?
Well, I guess I would enjoy some food right now. I'm hungry.
All right, you go do your thing. I'm going to go and eat something too because, stoner snacks and all.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Thanks for talking with me.
Okay, bye.
Bye.